Narcotics Anonymous Blue Book, the basic text. And you got a spiritual principle a day. And then obviously you have the just for today. I'm going to read the just for today out of the two just for today and spiritual principle a day for today. I went ahead and went with December 1st because it's quarter to midnight, so it's going to be December 1st. The just for today is, and the spiritual principle a day, we don't know they're like set for specific days, like December 1st or whatever day it is will be in this book. The just for today, December 1st, is we begin to pray only for God's will for us. That way we get only what we are capable of handling. That's from the basic text, page 49. Imagine what happened if God gave us everything we wanted. A fabulous new car, straight A's, a triple salary raise, all ours without effort, just for the asking. Now imagine the problems that come along with unearned riches, new luxury cars, and unmerited scholastic recognition. What will we do with a huge salary raise that had been granted for no reason? How will we handle our new financial responsibilities? And how will we live up to that raise? Could we ever make it appear that we deserve such pay when we know we don't? What about that fantastic new car? Most come with expensive insurance premiums and hefty maintenance costs. Are we prepared to care for what we've asked for? Academic honors? Could we perform like A students after we've been given high marks we hadn't earned? What would we do if we were exposed as frauds? When we talk to God, we need to remember that we live in the real world. We earn rewards and learn to handle them as we do. Confining our prayers to request for knowledge of God's will, the power to carry it out, and the ability to live with consequences will ensure that we get no more than what we can handle. Just for today, I will pray only for knowledge of God's will and the power to carry that out in the real world. I will move on to the spiritual principle for the day, which also is, dated December 1st, And it's about unconditional love and sponsorship. It says, I think that the most valuable lesson sponsorship gives me is the opportunity to practice unconditional love. It deepens my appreciation for what has been given to me. That's out of the sponsorship book, chapter 1. It takes a lot of courage to ask someone to be your sponsor. It takes even more courage to be a sponsor, and more patience with ourselves and our sponsees as well. Whether we admit it or not, some of us avoid newcomers because we see ourselves in them. We know we drive ourselves nuts, so how can we deal with more than one of us? Also, what happens if we mess them up worse? And years later, when we have time and a reasonable amount of experience, someone we respect asks for our guidance through the steps. Those feelings of fear resurface. What if I'm not good enough? Our sponsor's steadfast support plays a huge role in our recovery, especially when we are the knuckleheads we can sometimes be. At times, we are also aware that our sponsor is just another human being, an addict with character defects like ours. Who can offend us or come up short? The mutual love, respect, and acceptance that flow back and forth within that relationship are instructive in our decision to sponsor others. Yes, of course, I'm so honored you asked, and we won't do it perfectly. For some of us, even with experience, our patience might wear thin when the sponsee doesn't take our suggestions. We have to confront our powerlessness when someone we sponsor relapses or acts out. There are times when our own lives are unmanageable and we have to dig deep to be able to show our sponsees the unconditional love they need. Sometimes we make mistakes, but just as in relationship with our own sponsor, we make it work because we need each other to stay clean. Or we can't make it work. Sometimes going our separate ways is itself an act of love. Today, I will give back some of the unconditional love I received to a sponsee, my sponsor, or any addict who needs it. It's pretty good. I haven't found a sponsor myself. I'm looking. What I always tell people about finding a sponsor is going to a meeting when you hear somebody that clicks, that sounds just like you, ask that person to be your sponsor. Or listen, look, watch everything in a meeting. When you share, listen, watch for people who seem to click with what you're saying. That is going to be your sponsor. put the link for the NA books down in the comments so that way anybody wants to order any NA literature, I can give you the site. I ordered it from a recoveryshop.com, but I didn't know it didn't go back to NA. So I got the information from a guy from NA on how to order it from NA so that the money for the literature goes right back into NA. I'll put that down in the links for you guys. Until next time.